This story takes us to Mpumalanga, a province in eastern South Africa. Siyabonga Sanderson was asked by his family to live with his grandfather, Albert Sanderson. He was assigned to live with him and assist him when necessary due to his old age. Albert was said to be a farmer. He had a ranch where he took care of cattle and other farm animals. He stayed alone until other members of his family felt it was best to have Siyabonga stay with him and take care of him for a while. Though 75 years old, Albert Sanderson was still strong and agile and was able to care for his cattle. It was expected that their stay together would be smooth and seamless, but unfortunately it seemed like Albert and Siyabonga had their differences. Aside from the obvious gap in their age, they had very different views on life in general. According to sources, the major issue between them was the fact that Siyabonga was said to be fond of bringing girls to his house for sex on a consistent basis. Albert confronted Siyabonga severally about his behavior, but he only got worse as the number of girls he brought home increased drastically. On the 6th of November 2023, at Mpumalanga, where the incident took place, Albert confronted Siyabonga again, but this time the confrontation turned physical and resulted in a fight, and along the line, Albert collapsed. It was said that Siyabonga hit him, causing him to go unconscious. Siyabonga went further to burn Albert's body and bury him in an attempt to conceal the atrocity he had committed. After Albert's death and unbefitting burial in a shallow grave, Siyabonga did not tell anyone, neither did he run away. Instead, he went on with his normal life like nothing happened and continued bringing his girls to the house for sex like he always did. Over time, neighbors began to notice that Albert was absent from the house. It was easy to notice this because Albert was always out looking after his cattle. One of Siyabonga's uncles, Aubrey, tried to reach Siyabonga to check on Albert but couldn't reach him, so he called a neighbor to ask. The neighbor said he hadn't seen Albert but could see his cattle run around unwatched. This was 2 days after Siyabonga had killed and buried his grandfather. On the 9th of November 2023, Aubrey decided to pay a visit to his father. On getting there, he couldn't find his father. When he asked, Siyabonga said Albert went on a trip, but Aubrey noticed a suspicious heap of sand that looked like a grave. When Aubrey asked what the heap was for, Siyabonga said it was where they harvested cassava from. It rather looked like someone was buried there, which made Aubrey suspicious. Aubrey told Siyabonga that he was going to dig up the heap, which made Siyabonga to panic. Siyabonga then took his uncle to the nearest police station and confessed to killing his grandfather, but claimed it was an accident. The police immediately called forensic experts to dig up the grave, which revealed Albert's body in a very sorry state. Siyabonga was immediately arrested and further arraigned in court. The family was left in shock, and some persons could be heard saying, if a stranger did this, maybe it would make sense. But they couldn't understand how their own child did this. The family said they never expected their own flesh and blood could be the cause of their grief. Siyabonga remains in custody till this day, and his case was adjourned to 30th of January 2024 for further hearing. What do you think about this case? Let me know in the comment section.